Hello and welcome back to Prison Architect, where we are preparing to accept 32 more people. It's fantastic. And I want to do the copy thing of all this stuff, because I think it'll be fantastic for these people to have rooms. You know, it's always nice if I can copy it correctly. Now, we're going to start by doing this. Copying up some cell blocks. Whoops. And I messed up. We'll get rid of these. And we'll get rid of this. And we'll get rid of... Okay, everything's good. Because I did it over here too. Look at this. Look at this mess I've made. Look at this lovely, horrible mess that I have gone and made. So, no rooms, no objects. There's stuff here that's going to have to go. Alright, now, it goes here, and then it goes beside the wall. Alright, let me do it correctly this time, and we should be good. Are good? Are we good here? Besides these walls? Alright, I think that's good. Man, I love messing up like that. It's always so much fun to, like, just screw up clicking and stuff like that. Alright, there you go. So that gives me a few more cells. That'd be fantastic. And I think, how are we going here? How much are small cells? 10,000? We're gonna go ahead and go for legal after health, because I think it would work out to, you know, have that available to me right off the bat. We're going to get rid of this as well, because this is actually going to be visitation. So let's remove all these objects. We're good. And we'll try to move the holding cell as well. Where, I don't know. But we'll try to move the holding cell to somewhere less stupid. Maybe over here. I think this will probably be a good place for the holding cell. Maybe I'll just have one. Maybe I'll do dormitories. Like a big dormitory. That way I can have a whole lot of beds. I can do that right here. Have one big dormitory instead of a holding cell. That way I can do a lot of people all at once. But they don't like dormitories. It would be a good place to shove people. That way they have a room. I think that might be best. Make one shared dormitory, or maybe have these all be dormitories and have bunk beds or something like that. These do not have showers, do they? Did I forget to put the showers in every single one of these rooms? Oops, I did. That was my fault. All this time. Alright, we'll fix this. We'll fix this all nice and good. Did I do all those? I don't know. I have to look through and see if I did all of those as well. Well, we can unpause it now. Alright, so now they're going to have showers in their own rooms. And we want to do a shakedown because we want to try to get this Find 10 narcotics thing going on there. Alright, cool. So, do I want to do a dormitory? It would be space saving. But I do want to move this for starters. I want to get these guys out of this room. So I'm going to put my holding cell here. We're going to make it the size of this. And we'll put the holding cell here. That way, everything is more under control. We'll have them put this in there and speed it up real quick. Because I want to get that door in and clean up the mess at night. And I want to make a big, huge, lovely, awesome, and fantastic holding cell. Which I could turn into a dormitory, but I need a holding cell. That way they count as having a room. Because right now I have no place for these prisoners. It's saying I have only space for 23. But if I do dormitories, then it would be better. Whoops. I accidentally cleared that. Gosh darn it. Let's fix that again, since I decided to do that by accident. We'll do it to here. There we go. And we want them to build this building. Please. Please build this building. First. This building needs to be built, guys. Let's speed up. Because I need that built before morning. That way all these people are secure and all that good stuff. Alright. So, let's fix my utilities. Sounds like a plan. There we go. There's my utilities run for those areas, and power should need to be run as well. Cool! Fantastic! Isn't this nice and lovely? We'll have to do some type of pathway, another hallway, perhaps, in order to, like, continue further off. Right now there's, like, no way to be. It's kind of weird. I think most people, because they are unhappy because they don't have cells. Oh, unnecessarily hurt, suppressed, punishments for held down, and all that stuff. Alright, we'll get this new holding cell up. And we'll have a big visitation room. There we go. Alright, fantastic. So, we're going to put in some lovely bunk beds. Oh, I'm out of money. Gosh darn it. Power went off? So I need to dismantle utility. I gotta get rid of these power cables. Well, dismantle that one. That should work. Hopefully. We'll see if that one being dismantled fixes our power issue. Guys. Please dismantle that. Thank you. There we go. Alright. So now I gotta wait on money. I'm gonna get 17,000 the next day, which is pretty good. We'll probably have somebody get killed. I'm surprised no one got killed today because we don't have protective custody underway. We are now currently researching legal, which means I can afford small cells as soon as possible. And let's see. I can't afford anything else, so we just have to wait. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna wait. So now we just gotta wait on them to place things and get everything organized. We can start dismantling some of this stuff. Like, we can dismantle this. In fact, let's go ahead and turn this into the holding cell. And get rid of this one. And we'll dismantle all these objects. And we'll take them. There we go. Get out of that cell. There we go. So I can say that I want this to be staff only. And this to be staff only. That, all these little rooms right here are staff only. It's pretty good. There's a holding cell down here. It's just not actually working. Alright, so we need to put the bench back. And all the toilets and stuff. So we just basically got to replace everything that was taken. That way everything is safe. There we go. So that'll get that all up and running again, which would be pretty good. So they'll have a bed. And we have a lot of people coming in, like a lot of people. It's not happy, it's not fun, but we have a lot of new people. I mean, it's money. You have to admit that's enough money to really do some stuff, but until we get the lawyers, which cost $10,000, I guess I need to go into maintenance so we can get the laundry and stuff. We also want to go ahead and unlock that and that. So that's where my money is going to go. Cool. And while we still got money, let's fix our power problem and buy a couple more capacitors. We'll max this corner out. That way I can rehook this up and everything won't look so stupid. It's pretty good. I think it's good. We're going to open this door for this guy so he can do some stuff. Because he didn't look happy where he was. Was he the only one that didn't have a cell? Of course, I mean, now there's more cells, but I think he was the only one that didn't have a cell. An actual cell. Which is pretty understandable. I'm fine with those people coming in and out that door, but as long as these guys don't do it. Look, we have some... Why are you saying there's no cell for this guy? I know there's no cells for these. Oh, it's solitary. I see. Alright. That's understandable as well. Alright, cool. So what do we need here? Now that we've done all this stuff, I guess... A fire has started in the kitchen. There's also a hole in this wall. Outdoor only. This is fantastic. Dudes, listen. It's like I knew there was going to be deaths today. It's almost like I knew this was going to happen. Guys, listen. For some reason we don't have any food because there was a fire in the kitchen. Calm your butt. Why? How did he get out? How did they get out here? How did they get outside? I don't know how he got outside. How on earth did he get outside? Did he just literally walk? Why are there so many people outside? Did they come from free time? Oh, they did. They were outside. Are y'all seriously not gonna get him? He got away. I'm gonna put him in lockdown. Him in lockdown. Lockdown. And lockdown. Any more dudes outside my wall? Gosh, this has been crazy. You get no yard. Because of that craziness, no. No yard. Well, we have a big of a mess. Look at this mess. There wasn't enough food to go around. We have this horrible mess of a yard that's going to have to be fixed. because a hole opened up at the same time that there was a fire, and it's caused a mess. It's just caused a horrible mess. Let me guess, there's another guy that's escaping. And he got away anyway. Well, we got plenty of guards now. 2 escapes, 1 death, and a big mess. This is fantastic. I think this is going great. I think this is going to be one of those games where it's all going to be like, it's going to be over very fast, I think. Because for one, we don't have the medical stuff going. So I need to use what little money I have to build a medical ward, I do believe. And then I also need to get the health and... yeah, so this is going to be my new medical facility, because I have to have something. I was just about to give them visitation, and I know a lot of other things are a problem, such as the fact that they're upset for being disgusting. Of course, we do blame them, because they're nasty. So I want to have... let's visitor. We'll do the visitor boost. We're going to put the visitor boost here, just to give me a mark of where the wall shall be. And we're going to put a wall here. Alright. I'm going to get rid of this wall and this wall. We're going to turn this into laundry as soon as we can get laundry going. Man, this has been fun, I think. So I guess we might as well speed up, because we need to get the medical ward up so we can heal all these hurt people, so everybody can have a better day, I guess. I don't know. And that was a bad day. I have 32 more people coming tomorrow, and I only have room for these guys yet because of that chaos that ensued. Okay, so they got a big holding cell. I mean, they don't like it, but I can label it as a dorm, but there's no room for them, basically. And let me guess, he was ex-law enforcement and stuff, wasn't he? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. 2 dead, 2 escape, 1 day. This is one of those things that might cause me to lose my job. So this might be a short series if this happens. If this is what's going to happen. Cool. So let's get the infirmary going. Don't know why my workers are hanging out in here. Got a couple of doctors, and we'll get a couple of medical beds going. And let's go ahead and take a grant for health and well-being. Fill the medical ward, 2 doctors, and a psychologist. Fantastic. So we need to get the psychologist. So we're going to do that. Let's get the psychologist first, guys. I've already paid for it, but let's get this psychologist up and running. So let's get this grant, basically. Because let's see. I did have it selected to work on this, right? Okay, so approved. Alright, awesome. So we want small cells. And as soon as psychology is done, we should get a bonus, and then we can start doing small cells. Small cells means we'll be better. It's really dark in that room. Let's put a couple of lights. Put one here, 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 and here. Last lovely infirmary. Lovely. So, we lost 4 people in 1 day. I knew this was going to happen. So I need... let's fake set somebody to be a protective guy. He's not really protective, but let's fake him being protective. Okay? That way we have it unlocked. Cool. Now... we want to make sure that some of these cells are set aside for protective custody people. And protective custody people currently will have a completely different regime than everybody else. How do I do that? I will make them be asleep the entire time everybody else is doing anything. These people will work and live and exist at night. So we'll give them free time first thing in the morning. We'll give them an eat time right here. And then we'll give them another eat time right before they go to bed. That can be lock up. And then they can have free time. There we go. So that'll deal with protective custody people. So I'm going to have to start paying attention who my protective custody people are. And they're going to be asleep and locked up during the hours that anybody else is awake. I mean, I could have done the same thing with maximum security, but I'll probably have more maximum than protective. So we're just protecting our protective people, even though this guy's really not a protective person. So we can actually switch him to minimum security again. And we're going to temporarily make a little dormitory, I guess right here. I don't know why he's out here. I don't know why he's here. We're going to make a dormitory somewhere over here. I guess we're going to utilize this room. And this is going to be protective only. So we need this to be a wall. Okay, so we'll turn this into protective custody dormitory. That way I can shove a whole bunch of protective custody people in there at all times. They'll be safe, content, and I don't have to worry about them getting slaughtered. And I can give them amenities and everything as well. They've already knocked this guy out. Look at this. Alright, so let's check. Let's check some of these guys. An instigator. Let's check some of these dudes to be murder. Yeah, I would imagine you killing a snitch is a very bad idea. We're going to check these guys for protective. I can at least do that. Stoical, deadly, nothing, and nothing. Okay, I think they killed both of the ones that were actually the ones that I needed to protect. So that was unfortunate. Cool, fantastic. We're gonna actually lock this door shut. And we can now turn this into protective only. Where is it? Protective only. Only protective custody are allowed in this room at any time. I don't know why I put so many toilets, but I did. Because I can. Awesome. So, protective custody dormitory shall be a thing. It'll just be convenient to just get those people out of the way. They can have a couple of weight benches because they won't have access to anything else. Have a couple of phones because you won't have access to much else. Y'all can have some bookshelves in here. We can actually put some bookshelves in here as well. There we go. And then we can have a sofa for you to read your books. And then I'm going to put some bunk beds. And temporarily, I think that's good enough. And we're going to make this a huge dormitory just for protective custody. There we go. So we have a huge dormitory for protective custody. They need toilets and they need bed/bunk bed. Fantastic. So, we've gotten that fixed. We've got one problem dealt with. Protective custody will have a place. There's a lot of mess going on here. 10 hours for 32 more people. Cool. Fantastic. And I'm currently broke. That's pretty good and fantastic, but we'll have to deal with that next time. At least we have a place for protective custody people to go now. It can be growing. It's not going to be fancy, but that's fine. They'll just have to be sleeping and eating. Sleeping in the middle of the day and living in the night, pretty much. It's fantastic. But we'll continue next time, when we will hopefully get some funds in here. And once we get some funds, we can, you know, do stuff. Because right now I can't do anything. I can't even open the visitation because I can't even do anything with it. But yeah, I'm going to leave it here and I'll see you all next time. Bye!